Guys, after subscribing to this channel, please make sure that you also press the bell icon so that no notification, no new video of mine, any educational video, is missed by anybody.
Last question. HMB described by FIGO. Pictorial blood assessment chart. Classification of abnormal uterine bleeding. Now, heavy menstrual bleeding as described by FIGO. Previous quantitative definition that 80 ml and more per cycle is abandoned, abolished, discontinued. Current FIGO definition says HMB is defined as excessive menstrual blood loss that interferes in the woman's physical, emotional, social, or material quality of life. It's a symptom, not a diagnosis. It's how the patient feels, not what she can prove. HMB may present through soaking, through tampons, flooding, passing clots, anemia, social embarrassment, anything. If the patient feels she's having heavy menstrual bleeding, be it. That's the answer. And there's a chart on pictorial blood assessment, guys. I'm really sorry I did not put that over here, but I will. Okay, so there's a chart, a pictorial blood assessment chart. It's a very common thing. I have already put it so many places. I'll put it here as well. The idea is that it's a validative, semi-objective, patient-completed menstrual diary. It's basically used to quantify menstrual blood loss. Okay, you don't have to require a laboratory measurement criteria because finally we are not depending on laboratory measurements. Patient records each pad or a tampon used over a complete menstrual period. Each soaked item assigned a score based on a degree of saturation. So lightly soiled pad, 1 point. Moderately soiled pad, 5 points. Fully soaked pad, 20 points. In the same way, clot. Small clot, 1 point. Large clot, 5 points. So in that order, the pictorial blood assessment chart will be scored. Less than 100, normal blood loss. More than 100, heavy blood loss. Of course, the limitation will be it's subjective. It might not compare with the impact on the quality of life. Some people might have heavy bleeding, but they're absolutely okay. So how does FIGO now classify abnormal uterine bleeding? It classified as that palm coin. These are the structural causes and these are the non-structural causes. That's how FIGO has classified because of one of these causes. That's it. That's it, guys. Any questions? Any questions, anyone? All right. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys, with another paper number 2. And we'll talk about obstetrics paper next. Then we'll have gynae. And then we're going to have the most dreaded of all, the paper number 4. I hope all of you are doing recent advances. Please make sure that you do at least 2026 and 2025 AOGD bulletins as well as TOG articles. And I'll make sure that my team has already uploaded them. Okay. So guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, beta. Thank you. Good night and God bless.